give God praise and thank him for his word today. We thank him for the willing hearts assembled to hear the words of grace and truth. You know, it takes a special person to make it a point to make hearing the word of God a destination for them during the course of a day. And the reason it takes a special person to do that, just like it takes a special person to do anything in life, you have to have a mind to want to do it. That's a differentiator for those who would be followers of God's grace, for those who would be the recipients of God's favor, for those who would walk in victory and success each and every day of their lives. That's one common attribute that the Lord wants, a common thread that the Lord wants all of his children to have. And when we have that, then we will be in a place where we will be able to fulfill what Jesus Christ spoke about. A light that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So the intent is for us to be shining lights, not to be hidden. And what Jesus was articulating, which is what God's vision of his new generation of people, Jesus was talking about, because of the common thread that they would all have, because of this common thread, it will cause each of those individuals to thrive, to shine, to be light in their part of the vineyard. Whatever that part of the vineyard may be, they would be lights thriving. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Let your light so shine so that men might see your good works. What it's talking about is success. It's talking about achievement. It's talking about the results that a person obtains in their life and what manner of life that person leads. It is God's desire that those who would have that life, who would have this record, this reputation for success, would have this common thread. And what is that common thread? That common thread is the fact that they have the Lord with them. And they understand that they have the Lord with them. They know that it is because the Lord being with them that they are consistently successful. They understand because they have the Lord with them, they are consistently made the head. They understand because they have the Lord with them that their enemies are consistently, they're victors over their enemies, and their enemies consistently flee in 7 ways away from them. They understand that it is because the Lord is with them that they can always look to each and every day, no matter what the situations might be, to know that Jehovah Jireh is going to give them victory. But that takes a mindset. It is not a fleeting thought. It is not something that someone thinks about casually. It's a deliberate way of thinking. And that's the common thread that generation of people who the Lord seeks to follow him have. The Lord is with them. So the title of our study today is just that. The Lord with me. Everybody repeat that after me. The Lord with me. We say it one more time. The Lord me. The Lord is not after a church, a group of people. The Lord is after individuals who happen to make up what is called the church. He's interested in establishing a one-on-one relationship with every individual. That's what makes our God, God. Because he's interested in the well-being of every individual who would choose to acknowledge him. That's why Jesus said it's not family who are brothers and sisters. It's not friends who are brothers and sisters. It's not co-workers who are brothers and sisters. It's not anybody that you created an earthly association with. It is those who do the will. Those are the true spiritual brothers and sisters. Those who have that common thread that believe the Lord is with them. And they live their life each day on the earth as the Lord being with them. These people are truly unique because they're not swayed. Their lives are not governed by politics. Their lives are not governed by race. Their lives are not governed by cultural bias. Their lives are governed by the words of God. Every living thing is attempting to succeed each day in life on this earth. There is not one day that this earth has been in existence that the living things on this earth have not attempted to succeed. Now, and although most of the time we always talk about daytime, when we think about day, we think about when it's light outside. But the reality is that 24 hours a day, for some living things, they're trying to succeed when it's dark outside, because that's when they come out. But we have to recognize is that every living thing is attempting to succeed each day, whether it's day or night on this earth, to attain their desired objective or end. There are some animals who come out at night and their objective is to obtain their desired end for their day. For many humans, that time is during the daytime. But then there are also some who work in the evening. It's still the same objective. There's some who work early in the morning. It's still the same objective, to do what you're trying to do. A desired objective or end, to attain a desired objective or end, to achieve a desired result. Whether it's small or great, goals are set. We set goals in order to achieve, to be successful. We set those goals. But the path to the goal can at times be uncertain. The path to the goal, no matter what living thing may be attempting to try to succeed, can be unclear. The path to that goal can seem impossible for you to achieve. And the reason that is the case is because when you look at it from where you're starting and what you know, when you look at the situation from where you're starting and what you know, some goals can appear to be impossible to achieve. The Bible declares unto us that when Abraham, we're not turning there today, when Abraham and his wife Sarah was told that they were going to have a child and they were up in age, from where they started, the age that they were, and from what they knew at that moment, it appeared to be impossible to achieve, yet it was achieved. See, from where you start and what you know about the goal that you might have, it may appear to be impossible. From an infant, every day of our life, we learn from those with us, mostly. The people who are with us. That's who we learn from, that are in our household, in our families, friends, associates, neighbors. That's what we learn from. And today, that learning is sped up with the introduction of technology, with the introduction of devices, social media, internet applications that people utilize. That learning is sped up. But in spite of obtaining that knowledge from those of us that we know right now, in many ways we still fall short of achieving our desired goal or success. Although we have all the benefit of the knowledge of people that have been in our lives since we have been in this world, and all the experience of the people that we've experienced in our neighborhood, and all the people that we've learned from our experience in utilizing technology, when it comes to achieving our goals, in spite of obtaining that knowledge, in many ways, we still fall short of achieving our desired success and our end. The only way that we can improve our accuracy or improve our ability to increase our level of successes more is to have better insight to those unplanned situations that come up in our life. To have better insight as to how to go about achieving the goals. The only way that we can achieve a higher level of success is to have better insight about the right decisions to make in order to achieve that success, the right path to follow in order to achieve that desired success or end. This is what the Lord offers his children. Because he loves us, he offers this option to us. This option guarantees success in our life. Not in some future time. It guarantees success in our life on earth right now, if we would be with him the way that we are with those that we learn from on the earth. So if you think about it, the people that we've been introduced to in our lives, in our world, on the earth, we learn from them because of we spend time with them. People spend time using technology today. And so it doesn't surprise me that people would learn a lot of different things by using technology today. They will learn things faster by using technology today because it's allowing them to learn from more. People can learn from people all around the world, learn things from people all around the world because of the advent of technology. So you have more, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it guarantees your success is going to be increased. And after all, every living thing is attempting to succeed, not attempting to try to be successful, but to be successful. And what living things use in order to be successful is the knowledge that they have. And this is important to understand and to note, is because from the Lord's point of view, he wants us to be successful in the things that we desire to be successful in. He wants that. The key is for us to establish and maintain a personal relationship with the Lord like we do with those on the earth. People establish relationship with people on their jobs, working relationships that allow them to learn from people on their jobs. People establish relationships with people at their schools so that they may learn from people at their schools that they might meet or that they might spend time around. In elementary school, the same thing is true. Middle school, it's the same thing is true. In high school and college, the same thing is true. In neighborhoods, the same thing is true. People assemble in neighborhoods because they share similar values and ethics. But the things that you learn don't necessarily mean that those things that you learn will help you achieve a higher level of success on the specific goals that you have. And what the Lord is offering us is that opportunity. And yes, the Lord is the one who owns everything. As Psalm 24:1 tells us, the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. However, the Lord knows that our success is an individual level of success. It's the success that a person has each day and how that person at the end of each day feels about themselves and where their life is going and what they're achieving in their life. The Lord offers us an opportunity or a guarantee that we will achieve our success, but we have to be willing to, just like we were willing to establish a relationship with neighbors, just like we're willing to establish a relationship with people, and I mean not just neighbors in your physical neighborhood where your home is, but people in school, in elementary school. Neighbors are people that are in the classroom with kids, with one another. They are neighbors. At all levels of school, they are neighbors. There are opportunities in your household to learn. The key is that we have established relationships and ways to be able to gain knowledge from people around us, or the people that are around us. And that knowledge that we have is what we use to help us to achieve our goals. So if we are encountering a high level of success, or we're encountering a level of success that we are happy with, it's because of the community that you've surrounded yourselves with. But understand that the Lord is offering us an opportunity for life to be so much more different, so much more better. If you find that you are falling short, if you find that unexpected things that come into your life you're not sure how to deal with, and you don't know which way to go, and you end up falling short or failing, the Lord is offering you a better path. But it involves you simply doing, just as you establish relationships, you have memories of people that you were in class with, in school with, you've established a relationship, the Lord is asking for the same thing from each individual. The same thing. I bet if I were to ask everyone, can you remember the name of one person that you knew when you were in high school or in middle school? You'd be able to come up with one person's name. One person that you may have spoke to a lot. You'd be able to come up with one person's name. That's because you deliberately did things to make sure that you established a relationship with that individual or those individuals. You establish and you maintain a personal relationship. And the Lord wants us to do the very same thing.
Oh, praise be to God, from whom all blessings flow. It is our prayer at Clay Family Ministries that your life has been increased with the increase of God through this study. We appreciate and are thankful for your fellowship during this life skills study segment.